got a clear moment. Bobby, welcome back to San Bernardino History. This is your host, Kevin Antes. And I know this is a familiar spot heading down Paradise, but I got another treat for you, which has been long put off, way too long. So, up in here, once I get a breaking point, I get off the main road. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that. Alright, we made it. Now I know, to you, this might not look like much. Bobby, we're at Pan Hot Springs right now. We're at the Mormon church right here at the end of Paradise in Big Bear City. This place has been here for a long time. I made that other video. Yeah, I think it's been years now. In case you were wondering, I got a video about this spot. But this isn't why we're here. The reason we're here is that big old bamboo right there. And then right behind those down lightning trees. That's exactly where we're going. Bobby, this is Gold Mountain. And as you see, I'm fully equipped with my skateboard. Miners back in the day, even natives, they didn't have no skateboards. So I do have the upper hand here, but I also got all kinds of other gear which I have acquired over time, in which I was going to try and make some food right up on that hillside right there. So Bobby, I'm gonna enjoy this fine Native American tobacco here. Enjoy the view, and then we're gonna cross the street. Before we head up there, I just want to give you guys a view of where that spot is. Through the gate. That's about as far as I can zoom. But that little spot dead center, that's where the warm spring is. What was left of it. You got the pools to the right, and then you got Gold Mountain to the left. That's where we're headed. Alright, let's head up to the street. Now, Bobby, I've been wanting to do this hike for a long time. I look at just about every day on the way to work, and haven't really found the time, or even thought that I might have the time. But today I have the time. So here's to a new San Bernardino history video, and here's some cool facts about this little spot. Now, Elias J. Baldwin was the one that decided to tear this hillside up. Lucky Baldwin, as they call it, Lucky Baldwin Mine, is located way on the other side of the hill. But this Gold Mountain is where all the mines really took place. On the other side, you got Holcomb Valley. But this mountain was just essentially blown to pieces with tailings. So we're gonna go up there and look what the last scabs looks like. Now, Bobby, just real quick, about to cross the road right here. So what we gotta do is go up a little ways, and then you find a yellow gate. Let's go to that yellow gate. I think he said asshole. I don't mind. This is where we're going. Up this hillside. There's a road down there. Oh, look at that, Bobby. we just barely started. Now, just past that wood down there, we've only made it a couple feet. And we've already made it to what looks like our first mine dump. That small cans. Now, I was wondering what this is. That looks very peculiar indeed. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like you might cook on it. Very nifty. Over here to the left, we got some glass. Yeah, I really like that. I don't know what that is, but I really like it. Now, thing about mine dumps, they usually go up the hill. Water runs down the hill. Now look at that there. I mean mistaken, that's an old oil filter. Bobby, we're on to something here. I'm just gonna keep on filming. Just because I know up here we got something extra special. Maybe not. Hold on. Alright, just up the hill we had this here. I don't know what someone's built here. It looks like someone made a structure out of all of this. But indeed, all this material here is from the Gold Mountain Mine. Used to be just in a big pile. There's a big pile. Huh. This was definitely not me. I would at least put some walls on it. I don't know what this is. Maybe some kids were playing around or something. Barbed wire. Another big old can. But we have made it to switchbacks or pole and to the first big pile of mine rubbish. All kinds of different stuff here. Just old buildings, old fencing, old cable, barbed wire, you got all kinds of old stuff. And you could just really see on the hillside these pits that they dug. There's one and there's another, in which they were just pulling rock out of. Just pulling that rock out. Day in, day out. Really magical. Let's go see what we can get into. Now right here you can see the remnants of an old fence. And it's got a tripod system, which I find peculiar. Which means there might be something up there. Looks like there's several hills. Oh, more cans. Usually put the cans by the shitter. This is downhill. So, this was someone's daily spot to go to. Barbed wire. And oh yeah, all kinds of weird different colors of rocks here. They're looking for the gold. Well, you can see all the rust from the iron mixed with quartz. I don't think you could tell on the video, but this ain't no walk in the park, Bobby. Big old rocks. But when you get up here, it's like a whole different planet, Bobby. There ain't no trees. There's no shade. Besides a few bushes. It's like the moon. If the moon had a lot of rocks, that is. But where you get up, you start to see where they worked, where the flat spots are. Just amazing. But we're gonna keep heading up that direction. See, I'm telling you, Bobby, something else. This spot also is a great example of the severity of the tailings. So you can see I'm on one road up here, but they had one down there at one time and one down there at that time. All this wood in the tailing pile. But just goes to show you, they were working the same spot over and over and over again. The reason I'm filming now is not only that, but is all these willows right here. This little spot has water underground for sure. Willow roots only go 25 feet deep. So, resource-wise, I could smell it. I could smell the dampness. That's pretty wild, Bobby. No surface water. At the top of this hill, Bobby, you got Joshua trees. We are pretty much in the desert. Well, we call this high desert, Bobby. Still got those pines. Make it nice for some shade. We finally made it, Bobby. And this is just the base. We got probably another 1,000 yards to our goal point. I'm trying to figure out whether or not to have some lunch right now. Wait till we get there. We're gonna hit up this trail. More willows. Head up this trail. See what God has in store for us. But Bobby, look at that view. Won't it be nice to wake up to this every day? Now, I thought this was pretty interesting here, Bobby. It's a big old piece of sheet metal. Must have been the steam engine, locomotive, that sort of thing. But what we have here around the corner, Bobby, is a fine example of Native American agriculture and cultivation. Now, Bobby, we have some wild lupines, or lupines, tomato, bred in a field of thistle. There's a few thistles, but mainly La Yerba Santa Maria. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but there's just tons and tons and tons of this La Yerba Santa Maria. Now, it's flowering at the moment. Pretty nifty. But that's what you actually go for. The little buds are where you're supposed to smoke. Well, if you're on the trail, the majority of the time they aren't going to have those little buds. What it actually does is clear out your lungs. It takes all the tar off your lungs, is what it does. So smoking those buds will suffice. But for the rest of the year, you could take the leaves, you chew on them, you can put them into a tea. I've talked about this before. Or you could smoke the leaves themselves. I don't need anything but a little bit of a thirst quench right now. So, Bobby, I'm gonna try this little guy. Just give me some hydration. Now, as I said, good for respiratory, good for sickness like common cold. Related to marijuana, Has a slight licorice taste. You know, like red vines, but like a plant version of licorice. But from here on, you take those switchbacks, which are gnarly, middle of the sun. I'm gonna try and go this way. See what I can find over here. All right, Bobby, we made it to tier two of the switchbacks. From here, we got one more tier. And to the left, up there. But I found this nice flat rock. So this is where I'm gonna do my cooking. Got my propane, I got my isobutane, and then I got a cool little fire stove I'm gonna try out. Real small. I'm gonna have a fire on the North Shore in the middle of the day. I don't see me having really any problem with it. I'll be safe. It's on a bunch of rocks. I'm gonna set up my food. You'll see it in a second. All right, so got all kinds of stuff that I gotta set up right now. We'll do it together. First, we're gonna have some coffee on right here. Got this at the thrift store yesterday. I got a few of these things in the thrift store yesterday, actually. Nice and hot. A little bit windy up here. I like it. Now this is my little accessory pack. Season rub. I'll show you what that's for. Stove one. And fork. Everybody gets all fancy with this camping gear. I'm like, check this thing out. This is stove number 2. Very excited to try this today. Little cast iron. I really like it. You make a cheeseburger with that. Nice little pot. And then nice vintage $2.50 pot. What am I gonna be making? I'm gonna be making some beautiful food right here. Let me show you guys. I know we're getting a little cooped up there in the camera view because this is a lot of stuff. But we're gonna be making stuffed mushrooms, mozzarella, and spinach. I'm going to be making some crescent rolls. And I marinated myself some meat. So that's what seasoning is for. And I also brought my little kit, something at the thrift store yesterday. Cutting board. Dice up some onion. So let's get cooking. So the bears. That's probably all I need. Double bagged it, just in case, Bobby, you know, you had any leaks. I'll just put all that meat right on top of those onions right there. Flop that down there. And Bobby, we should start this right on that. Ooh-wee! Yeah, we burning. Get that flaming. Turn that down. Just like that. Then from there, Bobby, we got the bees going. So if I remember correctly, they pop, don't they? It was, oh yeah, popped right on open. So this guy, I was thinking just making some bread. So I'm gonna just throw all that in there. The lid. Make my own little oven. Get that one going. Now, we gotta mess with this little guy. The mushrooms. Alright, Bobby, so the meat's done. I switched it over to this guy. I don't know if I'm a fan of this guy or not. Worked alright. Mushrooms still need a little bit. And the bread does too. It's just a little wet. I need to leave the lid off. Ooh. Almost there, Bobby. Alright, Bobby, so food's been done for a minute. I've been munching, so I'm heating it back up. So the goal is to go right up here. The sun's going down. I don't know if you can tell. We've got about an hour left. I'm gonna leave camp set up just so you guys can kind of see where we are in perspective to camp. Because we're already way up here on the edge of Gold Mountain. So let's continue on up after I get myself another bite to eat. Alright, real quick, jumping ahead of time. I already ate. So beautiful up here around this time. Those are baby lupins, by the way. They're just little babies, the Bobby. Yeah, we go up yonder this way. I am packing a 177 single shot brick barrel pistol. Just in case I do have any run-ins with rattlesnake, I will eat that rattlesnake there in Bobby. But I don't think I've been up this far, up this peak. Look at this way, the way it goes around. Very steep. I don't know if the video really does it justice. Look at the trees, they're on the hillside, so they grow up straight. So we're pretty much just going up. Now these trees, like I said in the beginning, get struck by lightning and they get topped. Tops fall off. Let's get up on this ridge back. Oh, we got flat. This is from tailings. Well, looky there, Bobby. Nice, rich in deposits. Looks like there's a pathway up going this way. As I said, view just gets better and better and better the higher you go up. Oh, that's beautiful. This is mountain mahogany. This time of year, blooming. So all over the ground, got the little hairs. So it's like a little bed. Very pretty. Now, if you ever need rocks, you know where to go. Especially red ones. I'm just hill climbing this just to make ground real quick. Here we are. Another switchback. View changes so dramatically, so quickly, Bobby. All right, so we're up here on the hillside, Bobby, and let me tell you, there's rocks everywhere. I mean, no matter where you look, you're gonna see rock. Beautiful thing about it is we're almost to the spot. We have to get inside those trees over there in order to see this spot. So, Bobby, what we're on here is one of the last switchbacks before it gets a little more rocky. That's really all I could say. There's a bunch of chutes. So what they would do is they would mine a certain part of the hillside and they'd send all that ore down for rocks to take over to the stamp mill. Now this process went on for years and years and years. And Bobby, what they had eventually, after they'd mined that sifted rock dust, that's where they'd find the gold. Let's keep going. Another fantastic spot. If we look back down, that little thing right there, that's our camp right there by that tree, Bobby. That little thing right there. So give you a perspective of how far up we are. Now, once again, switchback road. This is that chute that I was talking about. And I've been looking at this for months. This is where all the ore would come down. And this is where the trucks would collect it. And that's where they take it. So we could go back down the way we came, or we can find a new way. I'll see you guys at the top of this. All right, Bobby, we almost made it to the top. Here we are. Look at the bottom of that can. It's round. Really see the lake up here now. Yeah. All right, Bobby, we made it to the top of the chute. We're pretty high up here now, as you can see. But what I wanted to do is go around the corner of the chute, really see what's up there. So let's go. All right, Bobby, so we're here at the corner. And it's looking pretty green. I mean, we got all the rocks on the right. When you go to the left, you got this greenery. Very strange shift of energy. I kind of like it. Go over here. Not seeing much. A couple down trees. But it sure is beautiful. Oh, we got another whole set of rocks right here, Bobby. You actually go through the woods and come out the other side. You got a whole other set of rocks. That's amazing, Bobby. And these are different kinds of rocks. We went from brown. This is an Napoles. Went from brown rocks, Bobby, to wow, white rocks with lichen, all kinds of lichen. That guy's cool. Nobody comes here, Bobby, nobody. enormous. Wow, Bobby. It's just huge. And you're in a whole other neck of the woods. Sure is pretty down there. What a sight to see, Bobby. I never even saw this little sliver. It's all hidden by the trees, really. This is a little piece of heaven right here. Ain't no other human being up here. Bobby, I'll tell you what. And then you go back in here. You're in the jungle. You're in the Black Forest, mate. As them Australians say there, Bobby. They're different. Old wood burns. Very strange. They're different. Oh, there's some type of poop. That's gross. That is bear poop. Oh. That's not very comforting, Bobby. That's fresh. There's a cave. I best be getting on my way there, Bobby. No, that's not no cave. Nevertheless, probably best if I get out of here in a nice, timely fashion. That was disgusting, at least scary enough to make me want to go back to camp. Or at least get out in the open on them rocks. I think I'd be better off fighting a bear in the open versus like in the trees. Cause like, ow, if you're in the trees, I feel like he could like climb up one and jump on you or something. If you're out in these rocks, he's got just as bad of a chance of surviving as you. Because this is something else. Well, it sure is beautiful. Like we got a flat top up here. There's more down trees. But really what you come up here for is the peace and quiet. Here's a view looking west, right behind the trees. Then you go over there. Come back this way. Find something very interesting. Pretty cool just to look at. A nice view of where we came from. There's the church where we started the video. They like to say, it's good to end things the way you started them. And that's about what we're gonna do today, Bobby. Now, such a beautiful view as the sun goes down. As we look down upon Big Bear City, Uhavia, Tom, you know, the hood, whatever you want to call it. I mean, this is it. Nobody ever comes up here. You gotta go enjoy your history. You gotta go find some old miner cans. You gotta go to the lake, go fishing, you know. You don't have to go to the slopes, go snowboarding, but go ahead and get up in the woods and go do it, man. It's all about being inspired, having your time with God, and just enjoying life for what it's worth. I'm gonna head back down to camp, eat some more food, Maybe we'll find some stuff along the way. Ooh, wait. Old burnt log. That was very interesting. And I had to come back for it. So. We're going jungling. You're coming. We're going jungling. Sometimes you don't find nothing jungling. And other times you'll find cool stuff. This time was one of those times I didn't find nothing. But it's still fun to go jungling. Tell you what, Bobby. Oh. Now, a lot of the times when you get these grasses, it indicates water in the ground. Something's living here, definitely. Digging around, looking for things. Beautiful cactus. That's just gorgeous. I love it, man, as them Australians say. Alright, Bobby, I had to take a break. Show you this. Thought it was incredibly cool. You can eat it. The thing about cactus is also propagate, or in the terms, clone. So I'm gonna take this cactus home. It'll be my real gold mountain cactus. I'm gonna let it live as long as I'm alive. Walking back to camp, I'm noticing more of the yerba santa. Also, look at all of these. There's tons of them. Next year, there'll be more from the seeds from all of these. And here we are back at camp. Ready to pack everything up. I'm gonna eat one more time and then pack it. I know it looks like just rocks to most people, but a lot went on here. It was a full-time operation a long time ago. It's very important to remember and understand that. What used to go on here every day, and now it's just vacant. And here we are back at camp. Got the cactus. And I think we're ready to eat and load up and head back. All right, so I'm back at camp. I don't know if you could hear it. It's like a whippoorwill or something. Pretty nice. The sun's going down. Got camp packed up. Beautiful. Really nice. All right, you guys. I can still hear him. I'm sorry. I gotta head out. The sun, it's gone. So that's another episode. I think this has been my longest episode of San Bernardino history. But Bobby, I had to do another one. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. thank you for always paying attention, liking, and subscribing, and all of that jazz. Not much to find here besides just looking at the beauty of everything and just hearing what God had to tell me today, and it was a nice reflection. Um, just to show that I need to do more videos like this for you guys because it makes me happy. I know it makes you guys happy. And I'm able to take all the world on all my hikes together with this YouTube platform. So thank you very much. This is Kevin Antes, San Bernardino History. Y'all have a good day. I was on my way out, you guys, but I have to show you this. The sun's going down. It's beautiful. Old piece of wood. And looky here, Bobby. This is like a main shoot. From what I could tell, there's a huge platform right there, which meant a piece of machinery went right there. Now right here, this must have been connected to that. So I would assume this might have been a stamp mill itself. This is the coolest part of the whole trip, Bobby. We found Operation Foundation right here. Now, when I'm going down the hill, whoa! Be careful there. Look at here, Bobby. Old fencing. There's old cable. I'm glad I got that on film. I almost ate it. Look here. There was something definitely fastened to this slab. Go up there and get a bigger view. Gold Mountain Mine. All you gotta do is go out and go look for it and you'll find it, Bobby. Old piping, old can, old cable. Here's flats. Flats are usually good. Wood, sheet metal. Oh, the crickets are loud. This is where you look for gold. Definitely on some platform. So I think this was like probably a belt-driven steam engine locomotive of some sort. And then you go down the hill here, tailings pile. This, oh, there's an old can. This is what I was looking at. Another old pail. Look at that old pail, Bobby. Oh, it's just an old paint can. This is magical. I don't know what this was, Bobby. Looks like maybe it's what was attached. This is some type of old vehicle. Looks like an old trailer. This is amazing. Here we go. It's an old trailer. Very cool indeed. See, you think you're done, and on your way out, you're always gonna see something cool. Whether it be a good sunset or an old trailer. This is Kevin Antes. And we're back to the Yellow Gate. back to that. End it how you started it, right?